Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to inside the Rockford East High School Gymnasium, located here on Charles Street in Rockford, Illinois, for the inaugural broadcast of the Rockford RPS 205 basketball season. I'm joined by my broadcast partner, longtime Rockford media legend, Dave Peroni. Nice to have you here, Dave, on our first night doing this. We're getting our feet wet tonight with a great game.
Yeah, Doug, and great to be along. And I want to give special thanks before we get into this broadcast to Dr. Aaron Jarrett, who was influential as far as continuing to have Rockford sports on the air, and also Dawn Williamson, the AD of all the Rockford Public Schools, for buying into the opportunity to continue to broadcast high school sports in some way, shape, or form. And so this game is going out over YouTube and also Huddle. You're able to listen to the broadcast live with Doug and I, and also view the game. And it's going to be a great season. We've got a lot of girls and boys contests, a couple games during the week. We'll have a little pause for Christmas break, but special thanks to them. And also I want to give thanks to Andrew Lippert and Kim Pedersen. Andrew, who is IT department production manager, Kim Pedersen. They were out here for
this
a
afternoon
couple hours.
At 4 o'clock.
Absolutely. It was a test.
They might have even been here earlier,
yeah,
I think.
This was a test to make sure that our first time doing this, and I wanted to make sure that the feeds and everything were good, and special thanks to them. But, Doug, props to you, buddy, because I wanted to have a play-by-play announcer, and, boy.
And you couldn't find anyone else.
you stepped up. You stepped up to the plate and doing play-by-play, and it's greatly appreciated.
I'm happy to be along. I think it's going to be a fun year. I love calling basketball games because we're indoors. You know, you and I talked earlier about we go way back. We did some football games outside where it was just brutal weather. Like, you know, like tonight, it's cold out, but in here it's beautiful. You know, people are in short sleeves and ready to play some basketball. It's going to warm this gym up here when these guys get going tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And this is a big contest tonight because both teams want to stay in the race. Looking at the Auburnites coming in 3-3 on the season, 1-0 in the conference. The East E-Rabs 1-4 on the season, 1-1 in the conference. Auburn's losses came in the Thanksgiving tournament, Doug. Lost by 4, 11, and 12. But those were the Chicago teams in the Thanksgiving tournament. When they bring in the best, and a good gauge to figure out where your team's at.
Yeah, I think that was a good measuring stick for them. And, you know, if the freshman and sophomore games or JV games were any indicators, you know, they've got a strong squad. And, you know, they're coached by, you know, a Rockford coaching legend, really, when you think about the amount of time he's got on the bench, 27-plus years. I did a little research before the game tonight. When you think of Rockford basketball coaching legends, what two names come to your mind?
Well, you got to look back at Alex Sadargas and Dol Stanley way back in the day.
Exactly. Alex Sadargas had 25 years at Rockford West and 1 year at North Boone. Dolph had 10 years at Auburn, 10 years at Boylan, and 5 years at Keith. Brian Ott, 27th season at the Auburn High School helm.
And Brian Ott, a few years ago, was inducted into the Coaches Hall of Fame.
Yeah, right there is like a Mount Rushmore of Rockford basketball coaches. You know, we just need one more guy to put on there. So, but you know, Brian Ott deserves a mention with those two coaching legends.
Well, and I'll tell you another Hall of Famer that'll be coming down the road, and that's head coach Roy Sackmaster, who's been here at East High School for a number of years as well. So. Rockford, great nucleus of coaches, you know, continuing. You know, you look at Brian Ott, you look at Roy Sackmaster. You've got Chris Dixon over at Guilford, who has done a tremendous job with that program. There's many coaches that are out there and have stuck around. Todd Brannon over at Belvedere North. Longevity, and credit to them for sticking around.
Yeah, it's you know, it's a testament to high school sports in Rockford, Illinois. These guys committed to helping these young athletes. You know, we've seen some players go to Division I, possibly one here tonight. I think you said is committed to a Division I team, North Dakota State. That's Amir Danforth. You know, he comes from a family of basketball there, so he's got some pretty good genes. So we'll keep an eye on him tonight. Lot of talent out on the floor here that we're going to see this season. You know, not just here at this game, but at the other games that we do as well.
Looking at some of the East E-Rabs, they've got 4 losses, but a couple of those losses, one was in the Thanksgiving tournament, was by 1 point. They lost by 29-20, and then they had a 1 point in a double overtime. So they've been in all the games. And again, Doug, like we've talked about in the past, you play those teams out of Chicago, and they bring a whole different element of high school basketball to the courts. But that's a great gauge to figure out where your team is and where they need to expound on.
Yeah, Rockford East is going to start 4 seniors tonight, Dave. So they're a veteran squad. They've got one junior that's going to be in the starting lineup, and he's 6'5", Julius Crawford. So he'll be starting with the other 4 seniors tonight. So this team's got some experience. So we'll see what they can bring to the court tonight against this tough Auburn squad.
Yeah, and looking at some of the players, we'll give the starting lineups in just a few minutes. We're about 5 minutes and 25 seconds away from the introductions and the start and the national anthem. But Roy Sackmaster and the East E-Rabs, they're led by Brian Harper. He's averaging 11 points a game, as well as Marquise Goldsmith averaging 11 points a game. And for the Auburn Knights, of course, Amir Danforth. What can you say about this young gentleman? He's just a Division I player, averaging 23 points a game, 12 points for Myquan Marshall, and 11 points for Champ Parker. So 3 players in double figures, 1 for East, but exactly 2 for East. Should be a good contest here. It should be a running match.
Yeah, the roster, the starting 5 for Auburn is made up basically the same, 4 seniors and 1 junior. So the junior on that squad is Cooper Kopp, not the NFL tight end, but the basketball player. He's 6'5", and he's 200 pounds, and he's the junior that's starting for the varsity game tonight for Auburn.
Looking at other games tonight, we'll be monitoring one game. Guilford High School is playing up at Hononegah. That game is scheduled to start in just a few minutes. But Belvedere is at Boylan. Belvedere 1-1. The Boylan Titans 2-0 in conference play. Guilford Vikings 1-0. Hononegah 2-0. Harlem Huskies are 0-2 in the conference. Belvedere North 1-1, and Jefferson 0-2. Freeport 0-2. In the girls' side, the Boylan Lady Titans are 3-0. The Hononegah Lady Indians are 3-0. Freeport Pretzels 2-0. Guilford 2-1. East 1-1. Harlem 1-2. Belvedere North 1-2. Jefferson, Auburn both 0-2, and Belvedere Belvedere 0-3. And that's going to be a heck of a contest for the girls. There's a lot of parity in that conference, and that's going to be a battle for the NIC-10 championship.
Yeah, we got one more, not to get too far ahead of ourselves here, but we got tonight's game, our first game of the season for us. And then we got a game Friday night. We're going to be doing another boys game on Friday night. And then our first girls contest is next Tuesday. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, so we'll get the ladies' games. Will begin a week from yesterday. So we'll get them some time here on the Huddle and RPS 205 on their link on the website. Remind me again, Dave, it's accessible from the link for YouTube. The people go on RPS 205, and there's a link to the YouTube.
Correct.
That's how they get the video and the audio.
And the broadcast, awesome. Correct.
Yeah, pretty simple. Who would have thought 30 years ago you and I had talked about doing a game on a computer?
Yeah, right.
What's a computer?
Oh, my. I got all I can do to turn this thing on and off. So hopefully everything is going to go well. And if you're able to go on, it's posted on my Facebook page. Let us know. We're, like I said, the first time doing this. We want to make sure that everything's right. And we're up for constructive criticism. If there's
absolutely.
Something better, we don't know because we're here.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put in like a universal excuse me right now for the whole season, Dave. For any mistakes I make, I'm going to apologize to the players' families if I get their names mispronounced. It's obviously not intentional. We're going to do our best to get everybody some time here. That's why we're doing this. It's about the kids, the athletes and the players, so that we giving them a forum to, maybe grandma's out of town or an aunt or an uncle someplace. They can pull this up on YouTube and see their athlete playing the game tonight. And if I mispronounce their name, I'm going to apologize already, but hopefully that's why we're here.
Well, and that happens. And, again, a credit to the Rockford Public Schools for doing this, because I was not going to let high school sports die when there's no broadcast on Rockford radio, which was kind of disheartening, but it is what it is. And so they stepped up to the plate and do both boys and girls. People on second shift, and where it came to be, people on second shift had reached out to me. There were people in nursing homes, and there's people that live out of town that have a chance to watch their niece or nephew continue to play, and that went by the wayside. So I thought, you know what? Can't let it happen. We got to do it, and we hope you will enjoy the broadcast.
Yeah, this is a direct result of your passion, Dave, and your commitment to not letting it go by the wayside. You got a lot of doors were closed to us this season, and you just kept knocking, and finally we got Dr. Jarrett and Don Williamson to go along. You just hit that right door at the right time.
I appreciate that. It's been a passion, as you said, and I've been involved in Rockford sports for 50 years, and broadcast is 21st year of doing broadcasting high school football and basketball, and thanks to, God bless, my good friend Dean Irvin, who got me started in this 21 years ago. So if there's anybody to blame for me, call Dean.
Yeah, I got him on speed dial. Well, we're about 20 seconds away from the opening ceremonies here tonight, so we're just about to get this underway. You want to take a little break before the game starts?
Let's take a quick break, and then the national anthem will be coming. We'll have the starting lineups. You're listening to RPS 205 broadcast here on YouTube and Huddle.
All right, as we're just a couple of minutes away from tip-off tonight, we got the East E-Rabs, your home team. They're in their home white uniforms, trimmed with the black trim, white jerseys, black numbers outlined in red, looking sharp. And the Auburn Knights are in their traveling black uniforms. They've got the red trim. We're ready for the starting lineups. Dave, if you want to take that.
Thank you, Doug, for the visiting Auburn Knights. Starting at guard position, 6 foot, 230-pound senior, number 0, Myquan Marshall. At the guard position, 6 foot, 170-pound senior, number 2, Champ Parker. In the post position, 6 foot 5, 200-pound junior. Forward position, number 21, Cooper Pop. In a forward position, 6 foot 1, 170-pound senior, number 25, Cam Dozy. In the guard position, 6 foot, 170-pound senior, number 44, Amir Danforth. The Auburn Knights coach in his 27th season, Hall of Famer Brian Ott. For the East E-Rabs at the guard position, 5 foot 9, 175-pound senior, number 0, Brian Harper. At a guard position, 5 foot 9, 145-pound senior, number 3, Will Robinson. At a post position, 6 foot 4, 200-pound senior, number 5, Marquise Goldsmith. Guard position, 6 foot 1, 180-pound senior, number 20, John Terrian Leach. And at a post position, 6 foot 5, 160-pound junior, number 23, Julius Crawford. The East E-Rabs coached by Mr. Roy Sackmaster. Tonight's officials, Logan Anderson, Jeff Eversman, and O.J. Newbern. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the voice of RPS 205, Doug Halberstam.
Thank you, Dave. Just seconds away from tip-off here, waiting for the public address announcer to give that starting lineup for the home team that you just eloquently went down and listed the players. Anyone that you'd pick as a player to watch tonight for either team?
Well, you got it. When you talk about the Auburn Knights, you got to talk about Amir Danforth. He's leading the team with 23 points. He's an outstanding three-point shooter. He has 21 three-pointers on the season so far. And also Cam Parker, another outstanding guard for the Auburn Knights. Cam has 12 points per game, and he's exciting to watch. He's very quick. Will take the ball to the basket.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on Danforth and Parker for sure. You know, we got a pretty good crowd here tonight, Dave, for, you know, a midweek game on a cold night where the weather was predicted to be a little bit questionable with, you know, the clipper that was supposed to come through and the temperature was dropping. As we walked in at 4 o'clock, you could feel it getting colder.
Yeah.
So we haven't been outside for the last 3.5 hours. I don't know how cold it is out there now.
No, but it's beautiful inside this gym.
Yeah, it is.
That's all I can tell you. For the East E-Rabs, looking at a couple players you want to watch tonight, it's going to be Marquise Goldsmith. He's averaging 11 points a game, and also Brian Harper, 11 points a game for the East E-Rabs. So should be an exciting contest. Might be a track meet. We had a chance to watch both of these teams in the Thanksgiving tournament, Fred Van Vliet Thanksgiving tournament. And I'll tell you what, it's a lot of speed out there on the court.
All right, looks like Auburn's going to send Caden Dozie for the tip-off. East will be going from left to right for us, and I think on your screen with the huddle, that'll be right to left. I'm not trying to confuse anybody, but if you've been in the East High School gym, you know it's a north-south gym. So we'll just stay south to north for the home team. They control the tip. And here we go. East with the ball.
Auburn Knights coming out in a man-to-man.
Yep, they're going to work the perimeter, get a little passing here. Everybody, I think, has touched the ball. Up at the top, number 23, Julius Crawford. He does a little handoff, gets the ball back. I think it was off of his leg. No, off of the Auburn player. So East is going to maintain possession. 25 seconds expired, 0-0. Just getting started. If you joined us, first of all, thank you, and hope you enjoy tonight's game. At the top of the key, dribble drive, gets knocked out for the three-pointer. Nothing but net. Julius Crawford gets the game started with the three-pointer from the outside. Auburn brings the ball up. Controlled by Danforth. He's going to run the offense, finds number 21 down underneath. He's in the lane. He passes it back outside looking. And a turnover for the Auburn Knights. East will take control.
Deflection there. Last touch by the Knights. East has the ball clock at 7:04 to go here in the first period of play. The East E-Rabs up 3-0.
Brian Harper Jr. bringing the ball up, running the offense. He looks down to the middle. Pass controlled. Oh, we got a double dribble violation. So there's a turnover. Back to the Auburn Knights. Find themselves in a 3-0 deficit. 6:53 to go in the first period.
Good crowd on hand if you're in the area. Still plenty of seats left.
3-point attempt there. Hits off the back of the rim, no good. That was Myquan Marshall. Ball out of bounds. East will inbound. And East will bring the ball back up. That's Myquan Marshall. Passing around the perimeter, looks to the inside. Long shot there off the front of the rim. Nice rebound by the Knights. Here they come, Dave.
They like to run the ball.
There's a long distance three off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound. Almost traveled, but he was able to get rid of it. Went to an Auburn player underneath the basket. Number 25, Caden Dozie, thought he had a shot, but it went off his leg, out of bounds, turnover to the E-Rabs.
Clock now approaching the 6-minute mark. East with the ball, still holding a 3-0 lead. Auburn yet to score in this contest.
Yeah, good defense by the E-Rabs, plus some turnovers. Oh, we got a whistle on the call outside before he drove to the rim. We got a foul on Danforth, his first, team's first.
Again, 5 fouls, and then you go into the bonus situation. Clock or fouls will reset each quarter.
E-Rabs find him out on the wing for a three-pointer. Number 3 shooting for a 3. That was Will Robinson who missed that one. Down underneath for the layup. No good. Rebound. No good. Back up again. That was 2 or 3 tries. Can't find a basket. Here's number 23 down the front of the lane. Up and in. Julius Crawford.
5 points for him early in the contest. 6'5".
We got the home team with an early 5-0 lead here. Auburn passing around the perimeter. Good ball handling. From the left wing, a 3-point shot off the side of the rim. Rebound, number 21 up. What a nice play there. Cooper Kopp, first points for the Auburn Knights. Nice reverse layup underneath the basket there by Kopp. Auburn with the steal. Here comes Kopp again. Look for the dunk. Oh, he missed it.
Wow.
Kopp had a breakaway there. I thought we were going to see our first dunk of the season. Well, we did, but it didn't go in.
Didn't go in.
Yeah, you set a track meet, and that's kind of what we've been looking at here so far. 5 minutes to go in the first period. 5-2, the home team. Danforth with the ball. He's going to shoot from the three-point range. Off the front of the rim. Rebound. E-Rabs. Will Robinson throws it over to Harper Jr. Another three-point attempt off the front of the rim. Rebound. Danforth down the lane. Looks on the wing. Number 21, Cup again. Off the front. He's just cold right now. Oh, a little push and a block out of bounds.
Yeah, definitely got away with a push.
Yeah, Caden Dozie gave him a little bit of shove and then blocked the ball out of bounds. East will retain possession.
Checking in now, Angelo Mormon for the East E-Rabs. Place of Julius Crawford. Clock at 4:19 to go. 5-2 in favor of East High School.
East inbounds underneath your own basket. Out to the Mormon just came into the game, number 21. Oh, off the dribble off the back of his head, but he got fouled. I think on the way to the shot, so he's going to go to the free throw line.
It's going to be on Cooper Cotton. That'll be his first, team first.
So we got Marquise Goldsmith, the senior.
He comes in at a 50% free throw shooter on the season for the E-Rabs.
Takes his time, eyes up the first one. Nothing but net on that one. Nice looking free throw right there.
Maurice Holland checks in for the E-Rabs. E-Rabs as a team shooting just 48% on the season.
You wouldn't tell by that one.
There's nothing but net.
Nothing but that. Second attempt on the way. Another beauty. That's 2 for Goldsmith from the charity stripe. Okay, Danforth calling out a play. See what Auburn's got on this one here. Looks like they're facing a 1-3-1 zone.
1-3-1, yep.
From the corner, a three-point try off the left side of the rim. Rebound goes to Auburn. Myquan Marshall hands it off down the lane. Oh, we got an offensive foul on Marshall.
It's going to be a charge.
Yep.
That'll be his first, team third. Clock at 3:48. East High leading 7-2.
All charges today brought to you by MasterCard. All right. Brian Harper Jr. running the offense for the E-Rabs. Dribbles out in the front court. Looking for a cutter. Mormon. Oh, almost a steal by Danforth. Oh, he got it off of number 20 there. I think that was John Terry and Leach that they said last touched the ball. Official timeout. We got to tie a shoe. Mormon back up.
Got a nice deflection that time by Amir Danforth.
Looks like the offense runs through him. Passing around the perimeter from the right to the left. Back to Danforth up top. Looking to make a move. Finds a screen. Little pick and roll, though. Didn't make a pass. He's underneath the basket. Kind of in no man's land back there. Threw it out to the front court, off the scorer's table. And they're going to say it was last touch by Auburn. I think on that throw out of bounds, nobody touched it, so East ball.
Clock now at 3:10. 7-2 East. East high with the ball.
All right, up to Mormon at the top of the key. He's looking back out. He's going to go to his right. Finds the dribble. Off the glass. In and out. No good. Here comes number 2 down the lane. Left-hand side. Right-hand shot. Doesn't fall. That was Champ Parker, I think, his first attempt tonight. Here's another three-point attempt from long distance. Keaton Dozie.
That's Dozie's 8th three of the season.
Yeah, he set up nice. He was wide open on that. Took a nice shot. 7-5 for the E-Rabs. 2:24 to go in the first quarter. Nice steal. Oh, Dozie, and they're down on the floor. No call. Refs let him play. Mormon's got the ball. Bringing it back for the East E-Rabs. Throws across court. Little helter-skelter right now. Got to get it back under control. E-Rabs looking inside. Down the lane. Up. Knocked out of his hands. Auburn would run in and gun it right now. 44 up with the left hand. And the foul. The hoop and the harm. That's Danforth with a nice left-handed layup, Dave.
The foul on John Terry and Leach is going to be his first team first. And yeah, he put that up real nice.
Yeah, he was up above the rim on that one.
Here Danforth, first time at the line tonight, shooting 91% on the season. Now checking in for the E-Rabs is going to be number 23, Julius Crawford.
Back into the game. Yep, he replaces Mormon. Danforth, he's at 91% from the free throw line.
That is correct.
Not too shabby. First one goes right in. Nice old-fashioned three-point play there for the Auburn Knights. Turnover. Here comes Auburn again. Back down the middle. There. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the slam. That's number 21. Cooper Kopp laid that one in and had much better success. A little physical right in front of us. I think we got the foul on Auburn, Brian Harper. That's his second. Team fourth.
Actually, they called that on Myquan Marshall.
Did he? Okay, thank you.
That'll be his second.
All right.
Team fourth. So next foul on the Knights will put a bonus situation, but only 1:30 to go here in the quarter.
Little jumper from about halfway down the lane. Nice basket by Julius Crawford, just back into the game.
Crawford, who comes in only averaging 3 points on the season already. He's got 7.
Long distance. Champ Parker with the 3. That's his first points of the night. Starts out from behind the arc. Minute to go in the first period. 9-13. 13 to the E-Rabs. We got a foul outside.
That's going to be on Nair Wright.
Yep, Nair Wright in the game.
First team fifth, Doug. Now bonus.
There you go. Just what we were talking about earlier.
Will Robinson, 100%. From the free throw strike, but he hasn't been there many times. Only 4 for 4.
As soon as you say that, I'm like, somebody said, uh-oh.
You got the announcer's jinx.
Yep. Will Robinson, he's a senior, 5'9". I think the smallest guy in the court right now. Goes for a second attempt. Up and in. 13-10, 52 seconds left. Danforth brings the ball up. Number 11 back to nice little jumper there from the side. No good. Rebound East. They're running and gunning. Oh, he pulls up, stops. Here comes the long distance 3. Nothing but net for Will Robinson. That's his 4th point of the night. That one was from about 3 feet beyond the arc. See if Auburn's going to answer. Here's Danforth from long distance. His is in and out. Ball bounces around off a couple of E-Rabs, out of bounds. Possession goes to the Auburn Knights. They'll inbound from the side.
Clock at 12.1 seconds to go, first period, all tied up at 13.
Look for a 3-pointer here from Danforth. He's got the ball. No, he fires it down to the inside, looking for the man on the low post. Off of an E-Rab. They got 5 seconds to run a play here.
Nice
13-13.
Nice deflection by Cooper Kopp.
Good defense right there. Looking for a shooter. 4 seconds. Right underneath, there's Kopp with the left-handed easy lay-in. And that is how the first quarter of RPS 205 basketball comes to a close. East E-Rabs 13. Rockford Auburn Knights 15.
We're going to step aside for a moment. We'll be right back.
Sounds good. All right, as we get set to start the second period of play here inside the comfy, cozy gymnasium of Rockford East High School, where they trail the visiting Auburn Knights by a bucket right now, 15-13. Pretty good first period. I think a little of what we expected. Kind of you said a track meet, both teams running and gunning.
Yeah.
A couple of missed opportunities by both squads. Underneath a jam that didn't go, I think, by Kopp. A couple of layups that bounced around, didn't fall. So, here we go, second quarter.
Julius Crawford led the East E-Rabs with 7 points.
Danforth down with a left-handed layup, but he gets fouled, so he'll be back at the stripe. He had 3 points in that first period. A little bit below his average if he's averaging 23 a game.
The foul was on number 5, Marquise Goldsmith. That's his first, team first.
Bounces around, but does end up going through the net. His 4th point. Second attempt, up and nothing but net on that one. 17-13 Auburn. Oh, nice steal right there on the pass. Oh, a no-look pass. Oh, he had a chance and it didn't go. Left-handed layup. East gets the ball back. A lot of pressure here by the Knights. Oh, we got a traveling call, so that pressure forced the turnover right there. Sackmeister not happy with the squad right now, yelling out. Didn't protect the ball very well there. Really good pressure defense from the Auburn Knights. Danforth running the offense. Long three-pointer by Moorman. And it's good. He's hot right now. He's got 9 points, 9 of the 20 for the Auburn Knights. East looking to try to work the ball in. They make a full cross-court pass, a three-pointer. It looked like it hit the backboard up. Nice rebound, East. They go up strong and gets fouled. I believe that was Goldsmith. He had a rebound, went back up for a easy lay-in, but he got hit pretty hard. So the ball did not go in, but he puts him at the charity stripe.
Like that foul was on Darian Royal. That'll be his first. At the line is Marquise Goldsmith. Second time at the line, 2 for 2.
Nothing but money, I just heard somebody in the stands say. 3 for 3.
Yeah, 50% coming in tonight.
That'll help a little.
That'll boost his free throw percentage up.
See if money's on this one. Goldsmith takes his time. One bounce, and the shot up. It is money.
Now checking in number 3 for the Auburn Knights, Royal Whitmore. Quick score from up at Hononegah, 3:23 to go in the first period of play, 28-21 the Guilford Vikings leading the Indians.
All right, back here at East. Auburn with the ball. On the perimeter, working it. Danforth, another long distance three. Oh, that was sweet. Nothing but net on that one that was from downtown.
It'll be his 22nd three of the year.
East bringing the ball up. They got a little pressure here. Trying to work the ball underneath. Throws it out of bounds. He's trying to get it underneath there to number 23, Julius Crawford. It's set up in good position. Just couldn't get the ball to him in the low post.
Maurice Holland now checks in for the E-Rabs.
Coach Ott giving some directions to star Danforth. Danforth stops. Looks the inbounds there at the free throw line. Sets up for another three.
Champ Parker.
Yep, Parker from downtown. So Auburn on a three-point flurry right now. Nice lay-in there for number 23, Julius Crawford.
Crawford now with 9 points on the night.
He went strong to the hoop with his left hand. Danforth from downtown again, this time short. Gets his own rebound. Passes out to the corner around number 4 for a three, no good. Rebound. Julius Crawford. He gets his pocket picked. Number 4 up strong, right hand. No good on the layup. East now with the ball. Running and gunning. Lots of action here tonight. Cross court. Another three off the rim. Rebound Auburn. 2-on-1. He's going strong. He's got it all himself. That was Danforth. Nobody was getting in his way. He had that eyed up, and he was going to the hoop.
10 points now for Amir Danforth.
28-17. They built up an 11-point lead kind of in the blink of an eye here, Dave. It's 13-13 at the half. I mean, into the first quarter, sorry. There's a three-pointer that won't fall. Rebound, Knights. Here we go again. Long distance pass to Danforth. He's underneath, misses the right-handed layup. East looking to run. Down underneath 23. That's Crawford. He looks a little bit disappointed with himself. The ball was kind of low below his knees. That's tough for a big guy to get down and get that ball.
Absolutely. Myquan Marshall is now checked in, and Caden Dozie for the Auburn Knights. 4:53 to go. The Knights with a 28-17 lead here in the second quarter.
This time was Parker kind of running the offense. Oh, that one. Hopefully people got to see that. That just twirled around the rim. One of those putts that don't fall.
The around the world.
Yeah, around the world.
Out.
How those don't drop, I'll never figure out. It's supposed to be a thing called gravity.
Right.
All right, underneath. Auburn looking inbound at the top of the key. Myquan Marshall had the ball there. He drops it off to Parker. Back out to Marshall. Back to Parker. Parker at the top of the key. Gets a little push from the defense. Auburn content working the ball right now, looking to get inside. Nice job by the East defense. They steal the ball. And they get it in their guard's hand. Harper Jr. going to bring it up. Harper dribbles around a couple of defenders, finds his partner. Number 5 there goes strong to the hoop. That's Goldsmith. A nice right-handed layup right down in the middle of the lane there. Goldsmith's got 6. Auburn with the ball. Nice passing around the perimeter. Long distance. Number 11, I believe that's his first points of the night.
Yep.
Darian Royal. He gets on the board with the 3.
Auburn does a nice job of switching the defense side to side and be able to get some nice open looks.
Ooh, almost a steal. Didn't get his hands on it, so therefore he threw the ball out of bounds.
Crawford, sorry, go ahead, Doug.
Oh, possession to the Knights. Go ahead.
Crawford and Leach now check in for the E-Rabs. Clock at 3:26 to go, second period, 31-19 Auburn.
Danforth back running the offense. Marshall with the ball. He finds Royal. Royal takes the dribble. Looks to make a pass. Back in the hands of Danforth up top. Down to the left wing. Three-pointer. Number 11, Darian Royal. That's his second three. Back-to-backs, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
3 minutes left in the half. We got a whistle. Stop a play. What do we got, a foul?
A little push. It's going to be on Caden Dozie. That'll be his first, team first. Marquise Goldsmith now checks back in for the E-Rabs.
They'll inbound underneath the E-Rabs basket. Well, a little to the side of the basket. Mormon back in. He's got the ball. Almost gets his pocket picked. Another whistle. Out of bounds. I think he dribbled on the line maybe.
Yeah,
I can't see the line right here.
Yeah, I think he touched the ball, but his feet were out of bounds.
Okay, yeah, I can't really see because of the bench,
Right.
but I assume that was an out of bounds. 3-point attempt off the rim. Rebound East, but they call it off of Auburn, so East will have the ball underneath their own basket again.
Yeah, Royal got a nice hand on that ball, and
Harper's going to inbound. Harper Jr. Mormon with the ball at the top. He finds number 5, Goldsmith. Back to Harper. Dribbles, almost falls down. Stays control, finds number 23. He's got an outlet pass. 3-point attempt. That was Leach with that 3-point attempt that didn't fall. Here's another 3-pointer, no go. Rebound up and in. Number 5 underneath, Marquise Goldsmith. Strong to the hoop on that one. He's got 8 points.
clock now at 2:12, second quarter. 34-21 Auburn.
3-point attempt down from underneath. They like that corner over there. That one didn't drop. That was Dozie's first miss, I think. Up and under, no good. Off the right-hand side of the rim, then the left wouldn't fall. Auburn back. Here's a long-distance three. That's Myquan Marshall.
Gathered himself.
Yep, his first points of the night.
Yep. Nice shot.
It was. Nice form. Good follow-through. Here's Mormon for a three. He had nice form, but the ball just wouldn't fall. Auburn running. Nice pass out to the perimeter. Another three attempt. No good off the back of the rim. That was Royal Whitmore with that attempt. East down low. Back up top. That's Harper looking to drive. Takes a couple of dribbles. He's going to set things up, kind of calm things down a little bit. Finds Mormon. Mormon does a little handoff, gets the ball back. Stolen by the Knights. Down the floor, number 25. Up and in for Caden Dozie. Long distance pass, right back up and in on the other end, but it didn't go. We got a traveling violation. East had the ball in the hands of Marcus Goldsmith right underneath for what looked to appear to be a nice, easy left-handed layup, and it just wouldn't fall.
Danforth and Cooper Kopp now check in. Also for the East E-Rabs going to be number 2, Holland, and number 21, Mormon. Clock at 47.6.
Yep, 39-21 for the Auburn Knights. Just about 45 seconds away from halftime. Danforth going to slow it down a little. Looks to run the offense. He's got it into Parker. Parker, I think, got fouled on the floor. No.
Called a charge.
Called an offensive with the elbow. I don't think Parker agrees. He's shaking his head.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about that call because it looked like as though he hooked him with his arm going around, and it's not. I mean, you can do that. He didn't run him over.
Yeah,
he was on his side.
He was shaking his head, which almost every player's going to do whenever they get a foul call on them.
You're an official, Doug. Whatever call you make, you're 50% wrong.
Exactly.
The other side doesn't agree.
Parker running the offense. He's got 26 seconds to try to get an E-Rab basket here. Oh, we got a reach-in foul.
And that's going to be on
Nair Wright.
Yep, that'll be his second.
Yep.
Team fourth. Clock at 23.2.
East throws it into the backcourt. Will Robinson running things. He's on the left side. Turn around spinner. No good on that jump shot. Nice rebound. Here comes Auburn. Full speed ahead. Back to the perimeter. Number 4 with a long distance in and out. Nice one-handed rebound and shot. Did not fall there for number 25, Caden Dozie. At the buzzer. No good. Wow, Dave, I can't keep up.
I told you it'd be a track meet.
Yowza. At the half, the guest, 39 for the Auburn Knights. Home team, the East E-Rabs, 21. Whew, take a breath.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with some scores and also some points for both teams. So
you got stats, Dave? Are you a stats man?
I got some stats.
All right, love stats.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Rockford East High School Gymnasium. I'm Doug Halberstadt alongside broadcast partner Dave Peroni. We're at halftime here of our first game of the RPS 205 season. East right now trailing their guests 39-21. The Auburn Knights have a 18-point lead. Pretty formidable opponents tonight, Dave.
Yeah, it's been a contest. You know, it was close to begin, but then the Auburn Knights started to take control. A lot of the points coming off a transition. And, you know, that was the downfall. They held the East E-Rabs just to 8 points in the second quarter, where Auburn Knights exploded up 24 points, leading us to a halftime score of 39-21.
Yeah, it was, you know, quite a bit different than that opening quarter. Both teams kind of were pretty evenly matched, exchanged baskets pretty much. Was it 13-13 at the end of that first quarter?
15-13.
Yep. Yeah. So pretty even, but, yeah, Auburn kind of pulled away here in that second quarter. We're about 4 minutes away or so from getting things heated back up here for the start of the second half.
Looking at some of the scoring for the Auburn Knights, they were led by Cooper Kopp. He had 9 points. Amir Danforth with 7, and 6 points went to Champ Parker. Those were your, and Darion Royal had 6 points as well for the East E-Rabs. They were led by Julius Crawford. He had 9 points at the half. 8 points went to Marquise Goldsmith. The big thing is Brian Harper averages 11 points a game. Doug, yet to score. The Auburn Knights have shut him down.
Yeah, he's been running the offense a lot. You know, things kind of go through him, but is he taking a shot or two?
You know, they've been really defensive-wise. They've shut him down. He hasn't been able to playing good defense, playing hand in the passing lane, not able to get the ball to him.
Yeah, I don't know that he's even attempted a shot.
No.
You know, so yeah, he's kind of just content running the offense right now, but he's going to have to maybe take a few shots here to get East back in this game.
Well, and that's running your offense and setting some picks, trying to free him up, and they did a great job in the first quarter, but after that, then the Auburn Knights kind of took control.
Yeah, I liked watching Mormon there out because a couple times he took control. He had the ball up, and he was kind of running things and made a couple attempts to try to get East underneath. But the Auburn defense has stopped them pretty good on those interior passes, creating turnovers or fouls.
And if you noticed Cooper Kopp, you know, he tried to do that dunk and missed it. The rest of the time, he was a little hesitant.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, he had a couple of more opportunities, but he decided not to dunk it, just take the easy layup.
Just going to lay it in.
Yeah,
so.
I'm going to get those points on the board. Well, East back out there warming up. Auburn coming back out on the floor right now. You know, the thing I noticed, Dave, that was kind of interesting on the warm-ups of the Auburn Knights on the back. I don't know if you saw this or not, but it says "Protect the Castle." You know,
yep.
I like that.
Yep, Protect the Castle over at Auburn High School, Dolph Stanley Gymnasium.
Yeah.
And they're tough to beat over there. They pretty much own that gymnasium.
Yeah, I like that. I saw that just on the back of the bottom of their warm-ups. You know, nothing big and flashy or anything. Just says "Protect the Castle."
Or about 1 minute and a half for the start of the second half. Doug, your thoughts on both teams?
Well, I was a little bit surprised that first quarter as close as it was, to be honest. Just, kind of based on what we saw in that freshman game and the sophomore game, and knowing Auburn as as well as you do, obviously. You knew they had some talent and the coaching, and I think they were the favorite coming in tonight. I don't think there's too many questions about that. But they started off pretty even, but then they kind of flexed their muscle in that second quarter.
Yeah, at East High School, I think they got into a point where they made runs. They were shooting a lot of threes, and they weren't dropping. It's, you got to kind of maybe take the ball and
try to get maybe underneath a little.
Spread your offense and try to get some drives and get some fouls. But we'll see what both respective coaches have made some changes here for the second half, and hopefully this is going to be a lot closer contest.
Yeah, that's the thing with that three-pointer. You can live and die by it. If they're falling, there's nothing better. But when they in and out, around the rim, we saw that one circle around. Maybe that wasn't a three-point attempt, but you know what I'm saying as far as, when they're going, nothing's better. But when they just aren't dropping, boy.
Yeah, rule of thumb is a good three-point shooting team shoots 33%. To me, that's not that great.
1 out of 3. That's 1 out of 3 for us mathematicians.
I like the old get down in the lane and get an old-fashioned three that way.
Yep. He's going to start with the ball here in the second half. Looks like Crawford's going to inbound. He's going to find Harper, and Harper takes control. Here we go. Second half underway at East High School. So he's going to take the first shot. We talked about Harper maybe. Oh, he's going to find number 5 underneath. Nice little spin turn around. That's Marquise Goldsmith underneath the basket. Lays it up with his right hand. Gets the two-pointer. Out of bounds. Danforth.
Scoreboard update up at the reservation, Hononegah. The Guilford Vikings, 34-31. Hononegah's closed the gap a little bit. That just getting underway with 7:32 to go in the third quarter.
All right, East looking to get back-to-back baskets here. Ball in the hands right now of Crawford. He's looking for somebody, anybody. There to his rescue, number 27, Leach. I'm sorry, number 20, Leach. Back to Goldsmith, back to Harper. Harper running the O from the top of the key. In the hands right now of Leach. Leach looking to find somebody. Bounce pass almost stolen. Instead of three-pointer, there we go, Dave. Almost on cue. That's Harper with his first 3 of the night. His first points. Maybe that's what they told him at half. Kind of what you said. Auburn looking to respond. Danforth up top. Back. Little weave right there. Danforth with the ball in his left hand. Looks to drive. Defense stops him. Gets the ball in the hand. Up and in off the glass. That's Myquan Marshall. He's got 5 points. His first of the second half. East running things from the perimeter. Goldsmith to Crawford. Crawford looking. Takes a dribble. Goes to his left. Back in the hands of Goldsmith. Goldsmith looks. He finds Leach. Leach with the ball. Makes a bounce pass into Harper. Harper takes a dribble up and under and in.
It's come to life. 5
Auburn
points.
back running. Danforth with the ball. He comes up to the top of the key. Looks for a screen. Gets a nice screen from Mormon. Off of that. Three-pointer no good. Nice rebound.
Cooper Kopp.
That's Kopp. Yep, underneath. I think I called him Mormon. Mormon's number 21 on the other team. I knew that was going to happen.
And it won't be the last.
I know that. Probably not the last tonight. Harper with the ball. He finds Robinson. Robinson with the nice pass. Ooh, off the front. Nice rebound. Up, and he gets fouled. That's Goldsmith with cleaning the glass. He puts it back up. He gets a foul. He's going to be at the free throw line.
It'll be on Cooper Kopp. Goldsmith at the line. Third time tonight. He's 4 for 4.
Uh-oh. Dave. money, right?
He has the money.
Goldsmith taking his time, takes a couple dribbles. Oh, yeah, that was money. That didn't touch anything but twine.
Clock at 5:12, 43-29.
Ref came
Auburn
over and
leads.
said something to him, Dave. I don't know what that was. Walked over and said something and walked away. He's got so much time at the line. He's counting them down. There's the second one, up and no good on that attempt. Rebound goes to Dozy. He hands it off to Danforth. Danforth brings it up. Looks back to Parker. Parker for three. No good. Rebound. Goldsmith. He hands it off to Harper. Harper running the O. Bounce between the legs. Finds Leach from the corner. No good. Rebound Auburn running the ball. Here comes Danforth. He's all man. Goes with a nice switch from the right hand to the left hand layup on the right side of the glass.
What a beautiful drive. Just exploded. And Doug, you called it correctly. Switch went up with the right, passed it to the left, and laid it off the glass. What a great job.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was pretty.
And that's why he's going to go on and play more basketball after his senior year at Auburn. East with the ball. Crawford looking to make something happen. Looks. Right now, nobody moving without the ball. That's another thing you got to do is if you don't have the ball, move. Don't just stand there. And I'm sure that he gets his pocket picked. Here comes Mormon, right hand up, gets fouled.
That's going to be on Goldsmith.
Dang it, I did it again, Dave. I told you that wouldn't be the last time. That's number 21. I know number 21 is either Cooper Mormon or Copper Mormon. Cop at the line. I'll get this straight.
Be his first time at the line tonight. 64% on the season for the Knights. Clock at 4:01.
In and out on the first one. He's only a junior. 6'5".
And talking about Mormon, he just checks into the game.
Uh-oh. Now it's going to be real trouble. 6'5". I was that on the ladder yesterday, Dave. He's only a junior. Probably still growing. Second attempt. Nice backspin. Nothing but net on that one. 4 minutes to go. Halfway through the third. 46-29 Auburn Knights. Harper looks. Yells out some instructions. Fakes a handoff, basically. Play action pass. Picked out of the pocket. Nice steal from Mike-Quan Marshall there. He takes a bounce pass. That was over to Danforth. Danforth's shot from the left-hand side, a three-pointer, didn't go.
Dozy gets assessed with that foul. That'll be his second, team second. Clock at 3:35.
Puts the ball in the hands of the E-Rabs. Got a little bit of pressure from Danforth in the backcourt. He races up front. Harper drives to his left, switches back to the right, up, and a foul. Drove to the left-hand side of the hoop, took a step to the middle, switched the ball to his right hand, and laid it up and in, Dave. Another nice play.
That foul is going to be on Dozy. That'll be his third. Brian Harper at the line tonight. Doug, he's 100% on the season. He's only been to the line 4 times so far.
Well, he's going for the hoop in the harm, as they say, right? The old-fashioned three-point play.
There you go.
Harper up and off the front of the rim. Rebound. Back up, no good. That was Crawford who got the rebound. Nice rebound. He cleaned the glass there but could not get it to go. Got a substitution.
Mormon got assessed with the foul. Coming in for the Auburn Knights. Number 11, Darion Royal.
Royal's going to inbound to Danforth. Danforth will bring the ball up. A little less than 3.5 to go in the quarter. Danforth looks like he slid a little. He stopped, handed it back to Cup. Cup makes a left-handed layup. And I didn't call him Mormon. Nice job, Doug.
Boy, what a great job. He exploded. Exploded down the lane.
Oh, long cross-court pass. That was dangerous. Lost possession, gains it back, fires it to the corner. Nice three-pointer right there. That's Will Robinson. There was a guy named Will Robinson in a show called Lost in Space. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. Yes, I do.
Nice shot, Will.
Clock now at 2:40.
Danforth behind the back, kind of dribble, crosses over, three-point attempt. No good. That was Royal with the missed three. Here comes Harper for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound goes to the Knights. Pushes a long pass up front. Nice defense. He went straight up. That was Harper. Very vertical, two hands straight up, but he still got called for the foul.
Yeah,
I don't think God is happy about that one. Yeah, that was like textbook defense, right?
Yeah, he went straight up, arms straight up. But I think that
this maybe
offensive
touched
player
him
may
a
have
little
touched
bit on the
body.
body. Yep. That's the only thing it could have been because he was perfect form.
Parker first time at the line tonight.
First one no good.
He has struggled from the line, 30% so far this season. And
mass substitutions coming in for East. Did you get all those?
That's a line change.
Oh, okay.
We're doing hockey now.
That's fine. Parker back for a second attempt. This one looks a little better. Rolls around, won't drop. Swept off the glass by Goldsmith. Back into the hands of Harper. Harper surveys the offense. Passes down. Leach has got two guys on him. He's trapped, looking for somebody to get the ball to. Bounces around, stolen by the Knights. Up with the ball, Marshall. Marshall's going to take it all the way himself. Looks like he might have walked. No call. Gets the ball back, fires the three. That was Danforth with that three.
Yep. Spot on.
Yep, spot on. He's got 15 points. Minute and 40 to go in the third period. 51-34, 17-point lead by the Knights. East, wide open, number 20 up. Nice lay-in right there. He took it up to the hoop. That was Leach. Here comes Cup. Underneath, no good. He got the ball. He was going straight to the hoop. Harper looks down underneath, finds number 11 up. Ball stolen out of his hands. That was Nazavius Kraylon. Back underneath, long pass. And the foul. That's Myquan Marshall. He'll be at the line.
Foul on number 2. That's going to be Maurice Holland. That'll be his first, team fourth.
Marshall's got 7, looking to make it 8. 8 and 9. He's going to get 2. Minute and 8 to go in the third period, 53-36. Little break in the action here.
Myquan Marshall, first time at the line tonight, 78% on the season.
First one's good. He only got one, sorry. Got a new ball handler for the E-Rabs. That was Will Robinson bringing it up. Back out to the top. That's Mormon. He does the dribble drive. Lays it in with the right hand. Mormon with 2.
Did a great job, went up and used his body to protect the ball.
He's a little bigger guy. He's got a little chest on him. Oh, what do we got to call there? Whistle on the play. Danforth had made the layup. Basket counts.
Fouls on Mormon.
Yeah. So the ball went in before he had the charge. No?
Marshall now checks in. No, they didn't call a charge. They called a hit with a body.
Okay, I thought they called the offensive.
No.
My bad. Got to pay attention, Doug. Watch the game. Danforth finds the net. He's got 18.
18 points, yeah. He's incredible. Got a nice stroke.
Yeah, nice little free throw there. Harper drives down the lane, switches hands up and in. You said they had to get him involved. They're doing just that in this third period.
9 points.
Yeah, he had 0 at the half. 9 points in the third quarter alone. Danforth slows things down a little bit.
Clocking now at 18.
See if he takes the shot. Dribble drive, 3-point attempt. Off the front of the rim. Rebound Harper. Harper looking to get the ball up. He'll dribble it. Takes his time. Almost good defensive play. Finds Mormon on the corner. for a three-pointer. Mormon with the three at the buzzer. 57-43. That's Mormon's fifth point. Thought he had a few more than that. I looked up and said only 5.
We're going to step aside for a minute. We'll be right back. You're listening to the RPS 205 broadcast from East High School. A little multitasking there.
All right, 8 minutes to play. East cut the lead. Now we're down to 14. It was it 19 at the half?
It's 39-21.
Okay, 18 at the half. So they've cut into it a little bit here. Shaved off 4. 57-43, 8 minutes to play. Auburn's going to inbound the ball. That's Champ Parker. He'll be looking for an open teammate. Finds Royal. Royal for a long distance. I don't know if that got blocked a little bit or something, but it did make it to the hoop. Nice job there from Myquan Marshall. Missed his initial shot, got his own rebound, put it up and in.
Marshall now double figures. He's got 10 points on the night.
Yeah, that's the way to follow your shot right there. That's textbook. That's what they tell you to do. Harper looked, thought about it, brings it back out. He's going to reset things. Finds Robinson. Robinson with the dribble. He's going to go one-on-one. Nope, turns, gives it back to Mormon. Mormon dribbles. He's underneath, looking for a body. He puts it up with the right hand. Kind of floater, didn't fall. Oh. Auburn thought they had the ball, but I think he might have bounced it on the line or was out of bounds. It's going to remain possession to the E-Rabs. Harper inbound. Finds Leach.
Whoa.
Leach traveled.
Went to pass. The ball didn't go with him.
Yeah. Marshall with the inbound.
59-43, Auburn Knights in the lead. We've just started the fourth quarter.
Parker kind of casually dribbles up, surveys the landscape. Finds Marshall. Marshall does a double dribble. Back behind the three, fires it up, no good. Nice defensive rebounding position there from Mormon. Harper running. Goes halfway down the lane, looks for Mormon. Once again, one of those passes down around the ankles. It's tough for the big guys. He had him open, but he just couldn't get the ball to him.
Holland and Crawford now check in. We've got a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. 6:46 to go. 59-43. The Auburn Knights in the lead.
Yeah, we got, looking up at the board, we got 3 players in double figures for the Knights and only 1 in double figures for the East E-Rabs. That's number 5. Marquise Goldsmith leads the team with 11. Leading the Knights is Danforth. He's got 18. Kopp he's got 14. And then Marshall's got 10. Those are your double-digit scores for the Auburn Knights.
Doug, up and rocked, and the Guilford Vikings just starting the fourth quarter. The Vikings up 54-51 over Hononegah.
Wow, there's a game, huh?
Quite a contest up there. Both those teams undefeated. Hononegah 2-0 in conference play, and the Guilford Vikings 1-0.
Back here in beautiful Rockford, Illinois, Charles Street. Auburn Knights with the ball. Little weave there. Up top. Nice spin move. Back to the top. Marshall looks underneath. Harper with almost a steal. What are they going to call here? What do we got? Well, Harper got called for a foul there on that.
Push, that's going to be his second. Now Danforth now checks back in for the Auburn Knights.
He replaces Wright. Long distance three off the front of the rim. And that was Parker. He's got the rebound. Bounce pass up top. Looks over in the corner. That's Marshall. Off the rim, no good. Rebound number 11 there. That was Darian Royal. Royal gets the offensive rebound and the two-pointer.
Picks up his 8th point of the night.
Parker's got 2 guys on him. We're going to get a reach-in foul there on Marshall.
Marshall going to tag with that foul. That'll be his 3rd, team first.
Yeah, Parker got a little double team there from Marshall and Royal. Long distance three there. Harper no good. Another nice rebound. Back out top. Little jumper, fade away, no good. That was number 2, Maurice Holland. Holland took a step back on that jumper, but it couldn't get it to fall. Oh, we got a
foul on
hoop and a
Roy.
harm again, yep. Goldsmith got hit in the face, he said. So the basket counts, and he'll shoot an extra one.
5 for 6 from the line tonight for Goldsmith. He's on fire.
Yeah.
Can't believe he only came in shooting 50%.
61-46. Danforth, left-handed dribbler, switches to the right, makes a move, finds Marshall back up top. Long distance three off the front of the rim. That was Dozy, no good on that one. East rebounds. Harper going to go for a long distance three. Wide open, and he sinks about a 20-footer. That was Brian Harper Jr. with the three. He's kind of quietly up to 12 points.
Yeah, for not scoring in the first half.
Danforth. Oh,
Travel.
we got to travel, yep. Got to dribble first before you move that foot.
Clock at 4:55 in regulation, 61-49. Auburn in the lead.
Crawford inbounds the ball to Harper. Harper running the offense. Back to Crawford. Crawford looks. Back up top to Philip Johnson. What do we got here?
I'm not sure what the call was.
I think it was off of one of the Auburn Knights. So
okay.
It's going to be East ball. I think he went for the steal and the ball went out of bounds, but I think he might have got a finger on it. Or Harper back to Johnson. Johnson dribbles. He gets tied up. We got a jump ball.
Nice reach in.
Yep. Possession remains with East. Go ahead, Dave.
5:50 to go up in Rockton. Guilford with a 3-point lead, 59-56.
On the inbounds, it was Harper to Goldsmith. Goldsmith took the ball. He was right underneath for a layup, but he got fouled. No freebies under there. Goldsmith talking to Harper, like, maybe get it to me just a little bit earlier. Might have made that one.
Might as well leave his tennis shoes at the free throw line because he's been there 5 times now.
Yeah.
I think there's footprints on that stripe.
Up and in. Marquise Goldsmith. He hasn't missed tonight, right?
He had one miss.
Oh,
back
one
in the
miss.
third quarter.
Yep. Kind of swirls the ball in his hands, bends the knees, takes a bounce, and up and in.
Nice.
Yep. Same routine every time. That's the sign of a good free throw shooter right there. Bend those knees. Danforth running the O. Finds Parker. Parker looks in the corner. Actually, that was number 25. Dozy took the three-pointer, no good. Harper back. He holds up for three. In and out. Rebound, Knights. Looking for, it's 2-on-1. Danforth goes up strong with the right hand. We got a timeout, Auburn. I saw something he didn't like there, but I mean, turned out good. They got the basket.
Yeah, Brian Ott is, I got to tell you, he's an outstanding coach. He's very intense. He's right in the game. He didn't see something he liked, even though they've got a 12-point lead. He wants to make an adjustment. Still plenty of time to go at 4:01. That's why he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He's very, very in tune with what's going on in that game.
Yeah, we're just halfway through the fourth period here, 12 points. Yeah, they got the ball in the hands of Danforth. Danforth went up strong with the left hand, got the layup, but immediately Ott called for a timeout. So there was something on that transition. I don't know if the ball wasn't in the hands of the player he thought it was supposed to be in, or something caused him to hop up immediately and call for the timeout. So East is going to inbound the ball. They put it in for play. Harper picks it up, and here we go. Crawford back to Harper. Harper brings the ball into the front court. Tipped ball, but recovered. Three-point attempt. Up and in, number 5, Marquise Goldsmith. He's got 19. Oh, a little reach in. Danforth was running down the lane. Number 2 got him.
Maurice Holland, that'll be his first. Team second.
Yeah, Holland is right on the hip of Danforth. He's not letting him go anywhere. Leaning on him, playing strong. They're going to get him again. Yeah, that's a little too much. They're not going to let that go.
That'll be Holland's third.
Yeah, back to back within a matter of 10 seconds basically.
Each team with 3 team fouls here. 3:35 to go regulation. Auburn Knights leading 63-54.
Dozie going to inbounds. Back to Danforth. Almost got another foul right there. Holland trying to play tough. Oh, he took a charge, but it wasn't a charge. That was Goldsmith.
Danforth, nice, easy layup.
Yep. Harper with the ball. Dribbling, looking. He's got 2 defenders on him. Finds the open man. Nice interior pass down to number 5, Marquise Goldsmith.
Boy, what a job he's having tonight.
Yeah.
21 points.
Yeah, he was just right in the right spot and got the nice bounce pass for the easy layup.
Come in averaging 11, has 21.
Cup finds Marshall. Marshall in the middle lane, takes a jumper, won't fall. Rebound Crawford. Gets stolen. Nice defense there by Caden Dozie, who's down on the end by himself. Manages to get the steal, goes for the layup, and gets fouled.
Foul on Julius Crawford. Good foul because he had a chance to put the ball up.
Yeah, he was right there in point-blank range. 2:42 to go, Dave. We're down to 9 points.
Dozie, 50% free throw shooter on the season. First time at the line tonight.
In and out, kind of hit the backboard, back of the rim, front of the rim, but wouldn't fall.
Covered pretty much every part of that rim.
Yep.
Clock at 2:42 in regulation.
Nice job by East to come back and close the gap here. They're within 9, 2:42 to go. That one, no, doesn't hit the rim. That's a violation. East will get the ball. Crawford's going to inbound. Harper's right there.
Yeah, Crawford cramping up, so he's going to come out of the contest. He's going to be replaced by Mormon.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a thigh or a calf.
Yeah.
Harper with the ball. Kind of where he's been all night, running the offense. Brings it up against Marshall. Little zone defense. A little short on the attempt there from Mormon. Here comes Danforth. Danforth gets a block. Nice rebound there by Crawford, though. I'm sorry. That was Dozie with the rebound. Puts it up and in with his left hand. 67-56, 11-point lead for the Auburn Knights. We're down to 2 minutes. Ties it up in the middle. Goldsmith goes up strong, can't get it to fall. Knocked out of bounds by the Knights.
Clock now 1:59 regulation. Auburn up 67-56. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout, Doug. Chance to catch your breath.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm going to take a sip of water, too, if you don't mind.
You go right ahead.
Heckmeister called the timeout, right, for East?
Sackman, yep.
Yep.
East took a timeout.
Yep.
East with 4 team fouls. Rockford Auburn with 3 team fouls. Again, clock at 1:59. Catch you up to speed up at the Hononegah Indians. 2:45 to go regulation. The Guilford Vikings now with a 67-60 lead over the Indians.
That's up at Hononegah. That's up at Hononegah.
That's at Hononegah,
yeah.
Correct.
So the visitors are up there and the visitors are up here.
Again, Hononegah.
Good night to be on the road.
Yeah, 2-0 Hononegah. Guilford 1-0 in conference play.
Okay, we're set for 2 minutes of high school action right here. East going to inbound the ball.
East needs to
Mormon
keep
up top
shots
to
like
Goldsmith. Goldsmith's got it at the top. He gets it back in the hands of Harper. Looks like they got maybe a set play here they're trying to run. Yep. Underneath the Goldsmith. He's going to dribble drive, makes a little pirouette, up and in. I think that was exactly the play they had called.
East takes a timeout. They now have 4 timeouts left. Auburn Knights 3.
Minute and 43 left in the game, 67-58.
Boy, I'll tell you what, the second half between Brian Harper and Marquise Goldsmith have just taken control.
Yeah, Harper's got 12 for not having any in the first half. Goldsmith's up to 23. He's actually surpassed Danforth now as the top scorer here tonight. Danforth's got 22, Goldsmith's got 23.
1:43 to go, regulation, and
Dozie's going to inbound the ball underneath, gets it in the hands of Danforth. Danforth's going to run the O. He's got pressure on him again. That's Maurice Holland trying to stick with him. Holland's got a couple of fouls. Watch him. Gets a little help from Goldsmith. Danforth gets rid of it to Marshall. Marshall back to Danforth. Danforth dribble drive down the middle. Nicely set up there, Mormon.
oh,
I thought he was set up perfectly to take the charge.
called a foul before that on Maurice Holland. That's going to be his 4th, team 5th, so bonus.
Yep.
Amir Danforth going to the line tonight, 4 for 4 from the free throw stripe. Again, came in shooting 91%. He's added a little more percentage points to that.
Look, there's his 23rd point of the night, up and in. Extends the lead to 10. Auburn Knights 68, East E-Rabs 58, a minute and 21 left in the game.
Julius Crawford now checked in for the E-Rabs.
Goldsmith down underneath, looking for the rebound, but no opportunity. Basket made. Harper up front quickly. Crawford had the ball, finds Mormon underneath the Goldsmith. Goldsmith up strong with the right hand. Gets the layup, 69-60, another timeout.
Doug, I got to tell you, he is unstoppable down inside the paint tonight. He's just put a tremendous.
Yeah, when he's gone strong to the hoop, nobody's been able to box him out or get him out of there or defend him.
Credit the East E-Rabs. I mean, they fought their way back. They were down there. They brought it to within 9 points.
Yep, minute 13 to go. Couple of three-pointers. We're right back in this here for them.
Don't forget, Friday night, we'll be at Jefferson for Rockford East. The team you're listening to here tonight will be at Jefferson. We believe it's going to be about a 7:15 start. They have a recognition.
Is that Hall of Fame
I
night?
think it's Hall of Fame night or something, if I remember correctly, that they're going to introduce some past players and stuff. So
Maybe Mike Ditka will be there.
well, you never know. Did he play basketball at Jefferson?
No, but he's in the Hall of Fame. Gosh, you're so picky, Dave. All right, here we go. Let's get back to action. Minute 13 to go. Auburn took a couple extra seconds in the huddle. They're going to come out. Ball's going to go in the hands of Dozie. He's got Danforth in the backcourt with him. Danforth shadowed by Holland. Danforth's like, man, get this guy off me. Holland's playing tough D. Down in the corner. Marshall back up top to Danforth. Danforth down to, Marshall. Danforth with the ball in his hands. Looks underneath. Stolen. Nice interception on that pass by Julius Crawford. Crawford got the ball. Almost got his pocket picked. Instead, a foul. That goes against Parker.
That'll be his second team fourth.
Angelo Mormon back into the game. Getting a little size. He replaces number 4. Mormon 6'3", Phillip Johnson 5'7". Goldsmith with the ball. He's getting hounded up top. Gets it in the hands of Harper, sets the screen, tries to get Harper a little space. Harper underneath the Mormon. That's what they were looking for. Mormon goes to the floor, gets the ball picked. Danforth underneath. Marshall tries to jam. It won't go. Here's Harper for a 3. Trying to answer off the rim. Mormon rebound up. And no good. Nice rebound there. Crawford. Woo!
That was a sequence of playing.
69-62. We're inside of 19 seconds. 18.9 to go.
And up in Rockton, the Guilford Vikings leading the Onondaga Indians 71-63 with 22.7 seconds to go. And Guilford at the line shoots the free throw. It's now 72-63.
Dave, I can't believe you could see that game from down here.
Well, you know what? I can't believe I can see that game with one eye.
Yeah, Dave just off cataract surgery last week.
Got one more to go, and it's kind of like now I see you, now I don't.
Right. I went through that in the spring, and yeah, that week in between or 2 weeks in between, it is a little weird. With one eye sees really good, and the other eye is like on vacation.
That's why I have my limousine driver, Debbie Cash, next to me, who gets me to and from the games because I can't see. Cost me a dinner.
Pretty fair deal. All right.
You never get her to order the cheap stuff on the menu. She always goes for the high dollar stuff.
The value meal at Wendy's?
Yeah.
All right, here we go, Dave. 19 seconds, basically. 18.9 left. Auburn has the ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Knights. Full court pressure, as expected here from the E-Rabs. They got to create a turnover. Careful not to foul. Right, we're going to move them up to... Oh, I guess they didn't let him sub that one.
Full court pressure?
Yep. Immediately fouls. So no time off the clock. It's going to put Danforth on the line, I believe.
Foul is on Mormon. That's going to be his third. I didn't see who he fouled. Is it Danforth?
I think it was Danforth.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to the line, Doug.
Yep.
He's been perfect from the line tonight. 6 for 6. Final up at Rockton, the Guilford Vikings defeated the Onondaga Indians 73-63. So Onondaga gets their first conference loss. The Guilford Vikings now 2-0.
Okay, Danforth not on the line.
Oh, it's
that's Napier Purifoy. Purifoy eyes the first one. Backspin in and out off the back of the rim. 7-point lead for the Knights.
These are his first free throws of the season.
All right, see if he gets the second one. Nope, off the front of the rim. Auburn gets the rebound, though. Fighting for the ball. We got a scrum at midcourt. Got an over and back call, Dave.
Yeah, and that's lucky because, you know, they didn't box out and gave Auburn an opportunity to get the rebound.
I think we got a player hurt.
Yeah. Looks like number
down on the
Let me
floor.
try my good eye. Is that a 4?
I can't see from this vantage point.
Might be Johnston.
It's not 4 because he's right in front of us.
Okay.
Looks like he's grabbing a shoulder.
It looked like they collided. It may have been like he bashed shoulders.
Yeah, I think so. Boy, he's in pain.
He's in some pain. I can't see.
69-62, 13.7 seconds to go. It's going to be East ball. He's sitting up, still holding that shoulder. Oh, that's our good friend, the defensive player that's been hounding.
Number 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maurice Holland.
Yep, Holland. I'm guessing he probably ran into Danforth because he's been hammering him all night. He's up. Looked like he's okay, just hurting that shoulder a little bit.
Kind of favoring his left shoulder.
Yep, that's what I would say. Reset things for you. It's going to be East ball to inbound in the front court. Possession arrow in favor of the Knights. 13-7 to go. 7-point lead for Auburn. I look for a quick 3 here. Maybe Harper, maybe Goldsmith. Trying to get the hands in the ball. Harper, he's looking. Defense there. Into Goldsmith. Fires it back out. No good. Up and in. Rebound Auburn. They're going to hold the ball. Get a foul. 3.2 to go.
Walk down to the far end of the court. I believe that was on 20.
Let's see what he calls the foul on. He's going to come over in front of the scorer's table and let us know.
Well, he flashed it from way down there, but there were players in the way, and it's not up on the scoreboard. But
Going to have 2 shots here at the line. Dozy. Yeah, it was on number 23, Dave, his
23,
second.
okay.
Yep. So that's
Julius
Crawford. Yep, he gets the foul.
Dozy 0 for 2 from the line tonight. He hits
Gets that one to go. 70-62. 3.2 seconds left in the game. Fans starting to make their early exit here. Dozy up with the second one off the front of the rim. Rebound. Goldsmith to Harper. Harper fires a half quarter. No good. Final. The Auburn Knights 70. The East E-Rabs 62. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll come back with all the final stats and kind of a recap of the game. Dave, give you a minute or two to put your thoughts together and collect all the stats, and we'll be back in a minute or two. Welcome back to East High School Gymnasium. I'm Doug Halberstadt alongside Dave Peroni. Dave, we got our first one in the books tonight, and it was a good game. The Auburn Knights victorious here. They go on the road and beat the East E-Rabs.
Yeah, Doug, it was a great contest. These E-Rabs never gave up. It's a good sign of Roy Sackmaster and his team. Readjusted, made some situation changes over the halftime, and were able to come back and make it a close one, 70-62.
Good game to get the season started for RPS 205 basketball tonight.
Absolutely. Looking at some of the scoring for tonight, leading the Auburn Knights was Amir Danforth. He had 24 points on the night, 14 for Cooper Kopp. 10 points went for Myquan Marshall, and 8 points for Darian Royal. For the East E-Rabs, they were led by Marquise Goldsmith. He had